So I guess we're back again. Another week, another topic. This time it's just anime. That's it. But it's literally the topic. No other thing. Just anime. But before I do that, big congratulations to Brian Ferreira for winning Show of the Week. Catch the One and Done radio show on Tuesday at 5 o'clock p.m. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Anime is basically Japanese comics that are turned into animation. And there's pretty much everything you could ask for in that. And what do I mean by everything? Anything you could even think of. Even recently there was like where and I'm not even kidding, a deer girl was like in a school setting and just like living life as a deer. And that's just like brain rot in anime form. There are many different genres, like Naruto is like mostly fighting, action based. Attack on Titan is action based. A lot of action based is called shonen, which is like the most popular one you see in mainline media, like Attack on Titan, One Piece, Bleach, stuff like that. Then if I remember correctly, I'm not sure if this word's the right, but shoujo I think is called, if the same thing as shonen, but for like that are targeting for women instead of men. Things like Sailor Moon, and for the record, that does not mean you have to be a girl to like Sailor Moon. It's in my top 2 anime of all time, behind One Piece, of course. Something about the animation and the art style and the humor just brought me into it. I started it as a joke, but then I actually started to like it. Anime is known for also having weird titles. Like last night when I was browsing on Crunchyroll, yes, I pay for Crunchyroll. I don't like to pirate. I just use it on my big TV. Anyway, they have weird titles. So one of the big titles that I found, not big titles, but long ones, is, and I kid you not, The Daily Life of a Middle-Aged Online Shopper in Another World. Who in their right mind would ever think I want to watch that? Okay, let's put on, hey, what do you want to watch? Some Naruto, some One Punch Man, even some, I don't know, what do you want to watch? Let's watch The Daily Life of a Middle-Aged Online Shopper in Another World. That would be a one-way instant, like you're getting kicked out, no matter what. Like you're out of here. Now there are some other also going back to genres. There's also like slice of life, which means like life stuff. One of the big ones one of them that I'm watching right now that's considered slice of life is Lucky Star. And literally to show you how like life focuses on life. There was like a 3-minute scene of failing at a claw machine that you find in like a Walmart or another like diner or something. So yeah, but one of my favorite slice of life is an anime called K-On! Something about it. It's just like music and characters and anything like the characters. I just had a fun time watching it. Yeah, it's called K-On! K-On! It focuses on 4 high schoolers in a band that basically does. It's like 90% goof around, 10% music. But something about it is just like, I don't know why. It's just funny to me. I first started watching like anime in like 2019. I was on Netflix and just decided to put on Naruto. And I didn't know at the time that fillers were not meant to be watched. Like it was optional to watch them. So I just watched them. The first Naruto, of course, because I don't think Netflix has the second half. Anyways, I was saying like fillers. It's up to you if you want to watch them or not. I watched it because I didn't know you didn't have to watch it. But I'm not complaining. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would just not watch the fillers of the second half. Definitely not. Definitely not. But today I'm more like into older ones that are like 90s, like early 2000s. Again, besides Lucky Star, but that's like 2008, 2009 or so. I don't know why. I just like the art style. I just like the art style, the humor. And there's some other animes that are like I'm not even going to discuss because I don't want to, because I don't just It's not safe for work. It's my opinion. I'm just not going to say that. I'm just going to say that. That's it. Don't look them up. But if you know, I'm not even. No, let's just move on. Well, there's other like half the time. If it's a small anime, it's like usually 12 episode seasons. Sometimes like wait years and years for a season. Like Netflix. I'm looking at you, Netflix. If you're watching, I know you're not, but God knows if you are, or if someone else is. Comey Can't Communicate season 3. Where's this? Where's season 3? We literally have. I've been literally waiting for like 3 years, 3 years for this. The manga's already pretty much ending, so come on, renew it for a third season. Also, for anime fans, Poetry the Rock season 2 just got announced for another season. Why is this important? Basically, it's like brain rot, but in an anime form. It's like, yeah, it's like kind of like awesome anime. It's like weird animation, but like in a good way. Like you could see like glitching animation. Like it's basically about a social anxiety musician in a band, pink haired, basically crumbles under the pressure of even thinking about like doing anything in public, talking to people in public. We share a lot of like besides the musician part. Who knows? Anyway, I mean one of the more recent animes that came out that I'm interested in, Demon Slayer. That's coming up in the new like the next arc is like coming up in like 3 movies. I'm already caught up in the manga. Anyone who else is knows that whatever's coming up is going to be good, like good, not just good, but like emotional good, hype good. I just didn't get the last chapter. I don't get why you had to go to the future, like see after everything. Spoiler alert. Sorry about that, or not. I don't care. You have the power of listening, so whatever. So a weird anime that I liked is called Helpful Fox Senko-san, and it's literally just like a fox maid helping a person after work. That's literally it. I don't know why. I don't know why, well, but I liked it. Something about like wholesomeness is what I like. Um, yeah, more into like wholesomeness, older anime. Even though this one was like 2019, it needs a new season. Even though the manga is all in Japanese. Um, what else do I want to say? Yeah, there's many ways you could watch it. You could like watch it on YouTube. You could watch it on Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll. Used to do Funimation, but then it merged with Crunchyroll, and even some illegal sources that I'm not even going to mention. All I'm going to say is that you could pirate it, not like One Piece pirating, but like a different way of pirating. What else do I want to say about this? So yeah, Netflix has like anime, as I said, but like they're like also as I was saying, like there's some versions of anime that are on one platform that are not on another. Like Hulu has the '90s version of Sailor Moon, while Netflix has the Netflix has the Sailor Moon Crystal version. But but if I had to say one of my favorite animes, like comedy wise, is either one called Nichijou or Azumanga Daioh. Basically, like what the anime community calls Azumanga is literally like a lobotomy, but in anime form. There's like anything you like, anything like nothing makes sense in there. Like there's ADHD, there's like autism, there's shyness, there's even surprisingly even a small hint of like LGBT stuff. Not like anything bad, just like LGBT stuff. Like they're showing awareness of everything like that. Same with Sailor Moon. Like I'm surprised, or they were way ahead of their time. Like they showed lesbian couples, gay couples. And they are way ahead of their time. Like that was back in the '90s when it was not like as accepted as today. If I would say that. Like sorry, but like that's true. The truth is not good, but back then, there was basically, like it wasn't as, like, prominent in modern media, but in Sailor Moon, you could actually see that it, like, prevalent in, like, several seasons and episodes. And also, let's get to One Piece, the big elephant in the room. It's currently on, like, a month it's like it's, like, on a hiatus right now, but it's in, like, a month or so, it's gonna be gone. And then once the first episode releases after the break is done, it's basically gonna crash every site. I bet $5 on that, maybe even 20. Don't quote me on that though. So yeah, One Piece has like thousands of episodes, horrible pacing, but um that's why the break happened so that they could work on their pacing. I didn't watch it because it was a kind of on a boring arc in my opinion. I mean, I watched the original arc, but I didn't like pretty much like it. It was a Fishman Island arc. It was basically like whenever like they were done with their training arc, and then they had to just show up and then save the fishman from another fishman. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that also there's like several dubs to this. One of them is the normal one, the regular one with like the actors that are in other several animes. But then there's also 4Kids dub, which is like the name suggests, for kids. And they had to like delete pretty much like half the stuff in the episode. Sometimes even arcs were cut, episodes were cut, scenes of violence were cut, guns were replaced with like water guns, alcohol was replaced with water or juice. Even Sanji's cigarette was replaced with a lollipop. That doesn't make sense in my opinion. But in my opinion, the best dub in my opinion is Ghost Stories. If you haven't checked it out, you need to go check it out. It's basically like if the anime, it didn't do very well in Japan, but they allowed it to air in America. But from what I hear, they just like allowed the voice actors to be like, do whatever you want, just make sure it's like just make sure the plot stays. So basically, you have like jokes that I cannot say on here that are like racist stuff. But again, they are allowed to because they literally said as long as the plot remains, you can say whatever you want. Now, if it was me, and if I was directing of any anime dub, I would prefer that all dubs would be like Ghost Stories dub. It's like sure, like most dubs are like it's like no 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 like it's like what do you call it it's like it's the actual translation of what you want to hear with like professionals. But imagine if these professionals were allowed to like curse and do whatever they want, like an unbridged version. Just imagine that. But like, if it was me, if every single anime dub had if every single anime had a dub like that, doesn't matter if it's like if it's the only one or if it's like a special one that's like airing like 20 years later, I would watch that in dub. I would just watch it in dub. But that's not to say every dub is good. Like every dub is good, but like in my opinion, I don't like the One Piece dub. I mean, I would watch One Piece in dub, but like I just couldn't get behind Luffy's voice actor. It's way too much of way too high pitched, and I guess that's like the point of it. But yeah, and also a moment of silence for 1 year ago on March 1st, we lost Akira Toriyama. Moment of silence, I guess. So yeah, basically, you should not everyone likes anime, but even if you do, that's great. If you don't, that doesn't mean you should shame others for like liking anime. Like sometimes people will like both. Also, actually moving on. There's actually also conventions for anime people for anime lovers that's like Comic Con but for anime. Like like I've been going to Anime NYC for like past couple of years. Like trust me, there's a lot of people there. A lot of people. Like last year, they used the whole entire Javits Center in New York City, and this time they're actually like increasing from like Friday till Sunday, from that to like Thursday till Sunday. It's you can go as how you want. You could dress in cosplay. You can dress in normal clothes. You can dress in cosplay as anything. That's of course according to the rules. You can't have like World War II stuff. You can't have like you have to be wearing like you have to cover everything, and basically yeah. And if there's anything 18 plus, you have to show your ID, which is very smart. You can't like give a fake ID. Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying that, but there's also like cosplay meetups and like photo shoots. Last year, I did like a Halloween costume of like tuxedo mask for Sailor Moon, and I participated in that. I don't know why, but I guess that's good. But this year, I'm going for if you ever like watch Azumanga Daioh, or if you just don't, and you're just curious of what I want to go as this year, just look up Chio Penguin in Google Images. It's basically like a cartoon. One of the characters in the show dressed as a penguin, and that's literally it. There's no proper armholes. There's no proper like leg holes. The only holes like basically for your head. And the only way to like grab stuff out of your pocket is basically just taking your arm out of the penguin suit and just like going into your pocket that way instead of just like going into your pocket from there. So yeah, there's like many different kinds of anime, as I'm saying. Um, I have like a lot in my watch list. I'm a slow watcher, but like sometimes I watch like 5 episodes and then I take a break for like God knows how long. Sometimes 6 months, sometimes a year, sometimes 2 months. Like last night, I started watching another episode of Konosuba. I know I watched the first like 4 episodes and I stopped for some reason. Now I'm just starting to watch episode 5 again. But I'm also watching like the Dragon Ball. I have like several anime I'm watching, but half the time it's like if I'm watching one, I focus on one, and then sometimes I go days and days or maybe weeks or months without it. But of course, I'm not just into like older animes. I'm like, as I'm saying with Dragon or Demon Slayer, not Dragon Slayer. What the heck is that? And other anime like Boach of the Rock, like I'm saying. And then there was like the most recent one I watched, the most recent seasonal one. It was like My Dear Friend Nakotan, which is like as I was saying before, a dear girl like in a school setting, deer clubs, rice crackers. Basically, also a person talking in third person. That's the seasonal one. So basically, seasonal or old, you could just watch it, even if it's on YouTube. You could watch it, even though that's probably not the best way to do it. If it's the only way, that's it.